Welcome to Spoken Reviews, home of the Spoken Reviews. Today, we'll be looking at a 2024 Kia EV9. We have four different EV9s we'll be looking at, one light and two winds and a land. All right, starting on the left, we have a black Kia EV9. This is going to be a long-range light. This is one of more of the base models. To me, it still has a long-range battery, and it still looks great. One of the things that this one's going to be missing is that 360 camera. It's one of the things that I wouldn't say it's a negotiable for me, but it's definitely something that I really want to get. Also, you can see this dealership has about $2,000 and dealer upgrades. You can always negotiate these, especially with the market the way they are. So if you do see these dealer addendums, always go in it with a mindset of being able to negotiate. Also, always look at the Google and Yahoo and Yelp reviews to see if other people have, listed things about it. But yeah, these still look good. So we have a black one on the left and we have two matte blue on the right, and then inside we'll be looking at a blue one. But matte blue looks really good. Not quite sure if a blue vehicle is for me. I definitely have had a blue Mach-E in the past, and I really loved it. But yeah, it just takes a certain level to pull off the blue. I don't know if I can pull it off, but it looks fantastic. Yeah, the more I look at it, the more I like it. The matte color, beautiful color. One thing about matte is you can't take it through a car wash. You basically have to hand wash it. And looking at the frunk, it's a pretty small frunk, to be honest. There's enough room for a very small amount of things. One of the things that they can definitely improve on in future generations. The rest of the front area is still being filled with the traditional items, so they can definitely do a little bit better with that. Onto the interior, the front seats look amazing. They feel amazing. They feel very, very luxury. What you're getting for the price is very hard to beat. This vehicle is awesome and absolutely beautiful. Those seats they feel great. And again, this is the land version, so it's not even the highest version, right? So the GT is going to be the highest version. This is going to be the second highest version. Everything, as you can see, from being able to change the position on the passenger seat from the driver's seat, those buttons right there, super smooth. Second row, extremely nice with these captain's chairs. I generally prefer the bench seat, so I get that extra seat in the middle. But for the Kia EV9, you can only get the bench seat with the two lower trims. Onto the space behind the third row. Good amount of space behind the third row. This is really, really, really competitive compared to a lot of bigger vehicles, right? So even if you look at the space behind, like, say, something like a Tahoe, not a lot of space behind that third row. I think that this is extremely competitive. But once you lower the seats, the space just grows tremendously. This is a ton of space. I think this is more than enough space for my family's needs and most people's needs. As you can see, you do have to pull the second row seats up to get the third row all the way down. But yeah, just some more shots of the interior. All that space, even that center console, as you can see, that ground space, since there's no transmission tunnel, they allow you to take advantage of that. And again, this is going to be the light version, so there's no sunroof on that, but there's still a lot of space. You're still getting a lot of bang for your buck, even in the light version. One thing that I really do enjoy is the vents from the roof. Fantastic for small kids, especially in car seats, so they can still get the air. Sometimes with the ground air vents, with small kids, especially when they're really small and they're rear facing, they get super hot and super clammy because they're not getting the air, but having the roof vents really helps out. The vehicle looks extremely nice in the black. I almost would prefer a version without the chrome. I think we're kind of in a, design element time where the chrome is a little bit too much, but to black out the chrome would really take this to the next level. A ton of space. Here we are inside of the land. Right now he's showing me the cup holders, which are super cool because you can, augment them to fit the proper cup that you have. So if you have a small cup, it can fit. If you have a larger cup, it can fit. And here you have the wireless charger and a deep console space, a ton of space down there. So you can put some more storage. The screen Looks fantastic. For some reason, in pictures and a lot of the videos I've seen on YouTube, the screen doesn't look as vibrant as it really is. I don't, for some reason, it looks kind of, it doesn't come across the way it does in person. In person, this thing looks fantastic. Onto the steering wheel, you see we have the driver assist there. So really cool. You can lane keep assist. You can filter through. You can see how much battery is being used. Right now at 76%, we're at 208 miles. So really, really good. I believe at 100%, this one's going to be sitting at right about 280 miles, which is really fantastic, especially for all-wheel drive, right? So full-size SUV, 280 miles for this price, hard to really beat. Also, I will note that this steering wheel is extremely soft. It's soft, it's plush, it feels very, very, very luxury. Again, a lot of times when you think about Kia traditionally, back in the past, like early, 90s, you thought of cheap, but really for the last, I'd say, 10 to 15 years, they've really stepped their game up and you're getting a ton of value, right? So one thing coming from a Tesla, coming from GMC, coming from other vehicles, there is going to be a little bit of a learning curve getting used to the UI system. But here we're just playing around and I just decided to type in Houston to see the navigation of Houston. And it definitely does navigate you. One thing is that you do have to, in order to get like the charging stations and everything like that, you do have to enroll into that first year of the Kia services. Since this vehicle isn't in demo mode, since the vehicle is going to be sold, we definitely didn't want to enroll and, affect someone else's ability once they purchase this vehicle. But yeah, super cool. Just the ability to see how to navigate around. For the most part, I'd probably be using Apple CarPlay and Android Auto to navigate. I generally know where the fast chargers are in Texas. And if I go out of state, I'll probably just be using a better route planner, to be honestly. But it is cool that Kia is, of course, embedding that into the map system. But yeah, I mean, the screens are super cool. Super intuitive. And honestly, once the salesman was kind of walking me through, after a couple minutes, I kind of got the gist of it. I will say that, one thing that Tesla really does, do a good job at is software, right? So Tesla is a, technology company that's making vehicles. All these other vehicle companies, again, they're vehicle manufacturers that are really deep diving into technology now, right? So advantage is going to be to Tesla on the software, but I definitely do think that there's definitely room for improvement. And all these folks, I mean, I know like for things like full self-driving and other things, Tesla is willing to, license out the tech. So it would be cool to see like a future version where some of these vehicle, manufacturers make the hardware and they work with Tesla for the software. But again, you can see tons of options in the screen, everything that you need, super fast, no lag. This vehicle is extremely impressive, and it's really going to be a top contender for the next vehicle for our household. Yeah, it's more than I thought. I'm super impressed with it. Walking away from it, I'm still kind of processing it. The more I think about it, the more I like the vehicle even more. Just the bang for your buck. Also, that 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, very hard to beat, right? 100,000-mile warranty, the peace of mind knowing that, my battery and my motors will be covered for 100,000 miles is extremely good peace of mind. And for a lot of people, they don't even keep vehicles past 100,000 miles. For us, if we got this, we definitely keep it, there. And by then, I think you really, have gotten your bang for your buck with all the gas savings that you would have, especially if you're charging from home. And with what we do, we're probably like 90% charging at home. Yeah. One cool thing is that the capacitive touch buttons below, so they have some special buttons. So like the home, the map buttons are capacitive touch, but they're built into the wood, which is super nice. Here is another land version with a brown interior that's actually parked inside. That was actually had a special $1,500 off sale, which is kind of cool. I guess it's been on the lot for a little bit longer, so they want to get it moving. But the brown seats look pretty good. Typically I'm like a black and gray interior person. But this color combination kind of had me thinking like, hey, this is a little bit lighter, definitely has a luxury feel, and I could almost see myself going for this color, right? Didn't really think that the brown and the black would match so well, but the designers, took a chance and it looked like it paid off definitely. Again, just the amount of space, and again, this one is definitely going to be just the blue, not the matte blue. And honestly, I think I like this better than the matte blue, simply because one, I can take this through an automatic car wash, and you can't take a matte vehicle through. A little bit easier to maintain this type of vehicle. You can, take it to the car wash, get it waxed. I do believe the matte looks super nice, but definitely scratch fairly easy. And once the scratches get on the mat, you're going to be stuck with them versus something like this. You can, it's more used to what we're looking at. But again, I mean, just the stance of this vehicle looks pretty aggressive, right? They've made the aerodynamic look, but made it very aggressive, right? So it doesn't look like a traditional EV. It looks like a sports vehicle. It has a very much so, it's in motion design. It is good. Drive-wise, I didn't get a chance to record the drive, but the drive was fantastic. Super smooth, over 300 horsepower, lots of torque, like you're looking for an EV, plus all-wheel drive, right? So you can be able to handle all types of weather conditions, right? So again, you're getting the luxury feel. And what I was kind of comparing this against was going to be the Rivian R1S. I think that this is going to hold up really competitive. It's going to be significantly cheaper than the Rivian, and you're going to have a better warranty. Now, if you're definitely going to be going off-road, the Rivian's definitely going to be the vehicle for you. But if you don't plan on going off-road, hey, this could definitely be the right vehicle. Also, one thing that I'll note is the lights, the interior lights. You can see the blue and the green down there. Super cool little design, right? So it just really makes the interior very, very, very fun, right? And that's kind of what we're after, right? We're after luxury, we're after comfort, we're after saving, quote unquote, saving the environment, but really saving money and gas, right? So definitely have to give Kia kudos for this. Once again, guys, this was just a quick overview. I definitely recommend anyone that's interested, get out there and check out these vehicles because they are fantastic. They drive well. They look even better in person. And once again, guys, thank you for watching this quick review/overview. I appreciate it. Leave a comment, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Thanks a lot. Have a good day.